It's Monday, February 12th, 8:14 a.m. I looked out here and noticed that the order the marbles are in is different. This is what it was last time when they brought that blue bouncy ball, and now the white one is moved to the end. So they're really different. So the only way that could have happened is if the Bigfoots did it. Now I don't know why, because last night Kiki was, she didn't want to come in the garage, so she was out all night. Came out here and she was on the front porch, and she likes to rub this. Sometimes she knocks these out of order, or, knocks them around. So maybe she knocked them off and the Bigfoots put them back. Or maybe they just rearranged them because they wanted to. I don't know. It's February 23rd, 1:24 p.m. Jim and I just were gone for a while. And just got back. I checked the back porch and there was nothing different. Looked out here and I see that they were up and moved the marbles again. 3 days ago, this is how they were. It was the white one in the front, a dark blue one, the light blue one, and a dark blue one. And now they got the two dark blue ones at the end, the light blue one, and the white one. So the sun's shining really bright, so it's hard to get a good picture. But I don't know why they keep switching them around. Interesting. It's Monday, February 27th, 7:51 a.m. And I see that the Bigfoots were up because of something they did out here on the front porch. You remember the monkey that sits over here in the corner? And this is, it usually sits facing out. This is when they turned it around like that. Well, I had Jim bring a cat box out here and sit it in the corner, so he just took the monkey and kind of threw it over there. It was just laying all wonky. So it'd been there for a couple of days, and look where it is now. They put it where it needs to go, here in the corner, where it usually sits. So they straightened up and they put it where it properly goes. That's so cool. Oh, goodness. They're just a little bit observant. It's Wednesday, March 1st, 6:39 p.m. So Jim and I grilled a steak a few hours ago. Took it inside and ate it. The garage doors were both open at that time. And it's warm out. It got to 70 today. And later we came out, we've been listening to music and doing stuff. And I came in and noticed that the Bigfoots were in here. It's probably while we were eating, because they turned this tea over at some point. Because I just straightened these up just within the last week. So I know that this was correct. So pretty cool that I think they do that to let me know they were here. They were in the garage. It's Friday, March 3rd, 8:16 a.m. Okay, the Bigfoots were up last night. So far, I only see one thing that they did, and seems like their fixation on the marbles is well, that's what their fixation is right now, pretty much, the marbles. On February 23rd, the last time that they messed with the marbles, this was how they left them, and this is how they are this morning. So what they did was they took one of the dark blue ones and moved it from here to here and took the white one and they switched them. So I don't know if they're just seeing what, if I'll notice it, or I don't know why they do stuff like that sometimes. Just maybe to let me know they were here. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty funny though. Pretty cool. This is Saturday, March 4th, 10:46 a.m. Okay, I have quite a long story to tell you. And, well, we're going to have to take you back probably at least a month. Hang on a second. Okay, first of all, I want to say that we've been going through a really hard time, especially Jim. He lost his dad at the end of September, so that's been, 5 months. And Jim's mom passed away last night, and that was at about 10 o'clock in the evening. She just recently found out that she was in 5-stage kidney failure, and it was kind of it was kind of shocking because nobody knew about it until just recently. And anyways, she knew she had a very short time to live, and she's been going downhill. And so, like I said, last night she passed away, and we knew it wasn't going to be long last night. And anyways, Jim's been going over there a lot, even from work, checking on Jim's brother and his wife that live right beside their parents' house. Have been doing most of the taking care of her, and so anyways, Jim's been in and out, going over, being with her a lot and everything too, but he's also had to work. Jim's brother is retired. But last night, before she passed, I came out here. Jim had gone to bed, and I came out here to just check some things, and I was kind of surprised to find that the basket that hangs there was over here and busted up badly. I mean, there's even a piece of it here on the porch, and it was windy. We had kind of a stormy situation. Rained hard. I came around here though, and I noticed that the basketball that sits clear over here is way over in the yard, and that's not normal for the wind to blow. I mean, we've had way worse wind than last night, and the basketball doesn't move. So whenever I checked things, I thought that is odd, but I left it and just went back inside. So Jim gets a call at 10 to 10 saying that his mom had passed. So he got up and left and went over there, and the ambulance came and the police came because they have to, because she died at home, and document everything. And they took her away. And I guess I need to take you way back to 2017. I experimented and put a wrench at Jim's parents' house in the woods. I didn't tell anybody where I put it, not even Jim. And I think it was I don't know, I would have to look back. It was within, I think, 3 months. I came out here and it was in the grill. I had marked it. I knew exactly what wrench it was. They had brought it from Jim's parents here, so we knew that they most likely travel and go to his parents, and obviously I think they knew then that those were all relatives of Jim's, because I'm sure they've seen Jim there. And me. Anyways, Jim's mom had heard vocalizations, and not just Jim's mom, but other family members had heard it, Jim's brother, especially Jim's mom. And so we knew that they were there, and the wrench kind of confirmed that it was probably our Bigfoot's going there. It's 4 miles away. It takes 10 minutes by car to get there. So, another thing that happened was that I think they reached out to Jim's brother Scott to try to to interact with him, but he is very leery of the whole Bigfoot thing. So he's seen one, actually. When he was working, he ran heavy equipment, and he was running heavy equipment by himself wherever they were and near the woods, and a Bigfoot, he saw one standing not very far away from him, and so he knows they're real, but he just doesn't want to interact with them. So what they did was they lined up, I think it was acorns, on a tree branch at his house where he would see it, and I think they were trying to get those interactions going with him, but he didn't want to respond, so he didn't. So there's been a lot of connection between their house, our house, and the family. So anyways, so this morning I come out here and I find even more chaos than just the basket and the basketball. First of all, I want you to notice that, yes, it was windy, but the dice did not move, not a bit. Okay? And this is what went on over here, on the bench. Everything's a mess except for Big Daddy. These dolls do not move, the Bigfoot dolls, without help. I mean, the wind does not blow them. These, Jim's doll, my doll, that doesn't usually move from the wind either. And they're all like pushed over here, and what's most interesting is that the mama doll is usually right here, is way over here now, way away from the bench. And actually Jim's the one that made this connection. I was talking to him about what all happened last night. And he said maybe they were upset that his mom died. And I think he's right, because that would explain why the mama doll was singled out and put clear over here. I mean, this one's moved completely sideways. I don't know what that means. And the baby is clear down here. And I don't know, but Jim's the baby of the family. I don't know how they would know that, but I don't know if that has any symbolism of that baby being down there. But I'm thinking that this is them showing that Jim's mom, you know, is maybe, they're using that as a symbol for Jim's mom. And what's really interesting is that in her last days, she spent most of her time on the couch in their living room, and right above the couch is a big window that they could see in. And they wouldn't even have to come close to the house. They could stay back on the hill that's behind their house and look in and see through it. And so we can't be 100% certain that that's what this is all about, but it seems like a pretty huge coincidence. And speaking of coincidences about this whole situation, I gotta tell you another thing that happened, and that was, see, yesterday was Friday. She passed on Friday. Sunday, the Sunday previous, she took a turn for the worse, and it was obvious, you know, that she was really getting worse. Jim went over to his mom's and stayed there for a long time, and Sunday mornings, I mean, it's like the Bigfoots know our routines, I'm sure. So they knew something was up, I think. I mean, I'm speculating, but this all kind of makes sense to me. So that Sunday morning, I came out. I did my walk around the house like I usually do, and I got to the front yard, and I started hearing a mourning dove. Well, actually, I heard some kind of vocalization. It sounded like it was coming from the woods. And I thought, well, that's weird. I thought maybe they were vocalizing at me. It kept doing it. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a mourning dove. But it also was odd. It just didn't seem right to me. Which I actually looked up whether mourning doves call out when it was like below, it was like 25 degrees or something. And what I found was that they don't. But, I mean, I can't be sure about that, but anyways, I kept hearing that mourning dove sound, and I actually went in and I came back out and it was still doing it, and I even talked into the woods to try and, because I was thinking it was them. But at the time, I thought, what kind of a strange coincidence is that? That on the day that Jim's mom turns for the worse, that I'm hearing mourning doves that are, it's like abnormal timing for them. So, I mean, like I said at the time, I thought that was really odd. And like Jim and I were saying, this is all speculation on our part. And we could be wrong, but I don't know, it all fits. So, and I know, I mean, it's like they're expressing, it's like, if that's what went on, it's like they're expressing how upset they were over what was going on. And so anyways, that's what happened, and make of it what you will. Like I said, I can't be 100% certain that's what this is all about, but I know that we have come to feel like they are almost part of our family, so it wouldn't surprise me for them to have that reaction if that's what happened. So anyways, that's all that happened that I could see, and anyways, I'll talk to you later if something else happens. Before I took my nap, I checked everything. It was all here. See what's missing?
A doll?
The mama doll. Look.
So what's that mean?
That means they know that your mom died, just like we thought. They removed it again. And it wasn't just like, oh, maybe it got knocked off. No, that's absolutely intentional movement. It's Tuesday, March 7th, 8:50 a.m. Okay, I was out here earlier before I ate breakfast to check things, and I saw some stuff that happened. And I hesitated to make a video about it because I'm not sure what's going on, but I think I know what's going on. But Jim's mom had a cat for 9 years. Her name's Chester, and we took her in so that there's just probably this is the best option for her to have a home, and we've kept her in that room, or it's like an extra room, because she's very, very like traumatized and shy, and you know how when you put two new cats together they hiss and stuff. So Amy was doing that with her, and so we just gave her own space to get her used to it, our house and everything, and kept the door shut so Amy wouldn't go in there and bother her. So she's finally starting to come around, and she wandered out a little bit. I left the door open and stuff, but anyways, she's been in that room. So this morning I come out here and I noticed that the two things missing from here are my doll and the third cat, the one that they brought actually. So this one's supposed to represent Bitsy, this one represents Amy, and the third one we figured was representing Kiki. But we don't have a fourth cat figure yet. So anyways, my doll is clear over here, alright? And it was sitting here. Now I suppose the wind could have knocked it off, but that is not even, didn't even move. The dice are not moved. And the cat that was here is clear over here. And I don't see it making its way clear over here without help. So I think they could be upset with me about Chester being in the room. They might think I'm treating her bad or something. I don't know. But my doll and that cat is clear over there, so that it's like they singled those two out. So that's telling me something. I don't know if this is just natural or what, but that's new. Okay, and then I look over here, and it's like they threw a fit, okay? This is why I'm thinking they might be upset with me, because, like, the day that she died, it's like they threw a fit and tore stuff up and moved things around and stuff. So they've definitely made a statement with those two dolls, and they also took that bear that sits here, and it sat there through many, many, many winds and never moved. And the sign's knocked over. It's usually propped up here. So it's kind of like they threw a little fit, trying to show me that they were not happy about something. So I have a feeling that's what's going on. I'm not 100% sure, but that's my gut feeling. So that's where that usually sits, never moves. So maybe once Chester comes out, see, that's where my doll sits. Maybe once Chester comes out and gets integrated into the family, they'll see I wasn't treating her bad. If that's what's going on. So, boy, it's been some rough days around here. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny at all. Alright. Okay, that's it for now. Oh, one more thing. Chester is named... she's a girl, but Chester was a nickname that Jim's dad gave to Jim's mom. So that's why she's named Chester. One more thing about Chester is that I think that the Bigfoots know her, because they obviously go there. She was an in and out cat, so she was outside, and I'm just sure that they know who she is and that she's supposed to be over there. Maybe they're confused about why she's here now. I don't know, but I think they can probably figure it out, that she doesn't have anybody to live with there. But anyways, I'm just sure that they know who she is and where she's from. Okay, a few nights ago, Jim was walking in from the kitchen, got to about right here, and he said he heard the door shut. Go ahead, Jim. Just like that. The door that he heard shut was this door. And when he said that, I mean, he said there was no doubt in his mind that is what he heard. So I came out, and that door was unlocked, and this one was open, about that much. So the only thing that it could have been is a Bigfoot came in and opened this door and then shut it. So that was really weird. So Jim's like, keep that door locked. So I was like, well, they just want to come in and be with us. But he doesn't really like that idea. So, anyways, that happened a few days ago. And then also, around that same time, I think it was maybe the day before, or it could have been the same day. Anyways, I had 2 bowls sitting here for the outside cats. One is for water and one was for food. Well, I come out here one day and it's gone. The food bowl's totally gone. I looked everywhere and it's nowhere, so I think they took it. So, anyways, that's what's happened lately.